Hi, friends. I want to share my experience in this last week with you all. I made a trip to Borno State, Maiduguri, the state capital precisely. And I just wanted you all to have a feel of what Maiduguri in Borno State actually looks like. Now, some people feel that this part of the country is ravaged with insurgency and all of that. While that may be true, there's still a lot going on in that state. People are still living there, schools are still being run, government is still performing, people are getting the dividends, and guess what? A lot of development partners, even expatriates, live in Borno State. So I don't think the media is doing us justice for this part of the country. I just felt I should do this video so you can see what my experience was, what I did. I had lots of fun, and truly, it's a place I'll always want to go back to visit. I'll put down the places I visited in the caption below, but just watch and enjoy sights and sounds of Maiduguri, Borno State, Northeast Nigeria. Have fun and enjoy. I was scheduled to go to Maiduguri, Borno State, Nigeria, for an official assignment. And like every other Nigerian, I was so scared of what to expect. I remember at the airport, I kept asking my colleague, what's the place like? What goes on there? How do people live? Do they have buildings? How many cases of insurgency do they have? And all that. These questions kept going over and over in my head. But then I arrived Maiduguri, and right from the aircraft, it was so beautiful. I loved the sight. Like, when you land and you're seeing trees all below before the aircraft finally gets to a halt. It was one of the most beautiful sights I have ever seen. And then we came down from the aircraft and then tried getting to accommodation. And I kept looking through the streets of Maiduguri, and I noticed that it was just like every other state. The worst part, or maybe to my greatest shock, I didn't see any presence of any military vehicle on the road that would make me feel like there was, the normal insurgency and everything that we hear of. I didn't get to hear or see any of such. So we arrived Maiduguri quite early though, but the search for a comfortable hotel kept us on the road for a while. Most hotels were fully booked. That also caught my curiosity, because who would be in Maiduguri and what are they doing? Every good hotel that was like a 2-star or a 3-star hotel was completely booked. Like every other Nigerian, we always thought Borno State was a deserted state, but this one, I was really shocked. So we finally settled for Amada International Hotel. Luckily, they had just 2 rooms left for my colleague and I. And it was good. The room was okay. It was of good standard. And in the morning, breakfast was really good. I had boiled potato with kidney sauce, and of course there was tea to go with it, and some very ripe watermelon. It was so nice. I took a few pictures at Amada Hotel, but I forgot to mention I had my very own local meal the first day I arrived from their restaurant, and it was so nice. I forgot I was in Borno State. Like, I completely forgot. On the second day, I focused on the program that we went for. My program took place at Sakashim College of Education. I was scheduled to train over 400 youth facilitators on child social protection. This program is actually an initiative of the Nigerian government to, reduce the vulnerability of at-risk children in the Northeast. So, as part of this program, or when we arrived, I met with very warm personalities And after settling in, like we finished all the pleasantries, I knew when my time was, what time I was having my training, and my colleague as well. We decided to do a tour around the town since we still had some time. But being a very long day, we went straight to Zara Plaza, where you have the very famous Alhana restaurant. Their food was so nice. Like we had mother fish and tuwo, there was rice and gas meat, nice coleslaw, then the fresh mango juice and mocktail was just the icing on the cake. We had a very nice time at the restaurant, and the host also was very, very warm. After that, we passed through Highbull streets, including Post Office, Lagos Street, and the famous Maiduguri flyover. That was truly, truly amazing. I loved the flyover. But the fun part was that at every point of this, discoveries, we jammed real cool music to reminisce the moment, and that made it really, really fun for me. I saw the big Wushe Kensha Mall. I didn't shop actually, but I just stopped for some good shots. I noticed lots of expatriates going into the store. I guess maybe they have a lot of nice stuffs too, but we just stopped by to take a few pictures. From there, we headed straight to the Shehus Palace. On getting to the Shehus Palace, oh my God, I could feel the royalty in the air, and the community life was also very evident. I could see young kids returning from school while others were playing under the trees around the palace. I actually had my fair share of the football made from plastic bags. The kids watched us with amazement. They were so thrilled to see us play with the wrap of the plastic bags that they used to make football. But it was really cool. I love the smiles on their faces. I love the fact that kids around the palace felt so safe. It was like a safe zone for children to be in. Nobody would harm them, and their parents knew they were actually there until whenever they had to come back home. So what's a trip to the northeast without a taste of hot, well-spiced suya? Hey, the Alhaji Isa Cosmopolitan Suya spot is the best in Maiduguri, and I had more than enough. Like I bought as if I was buying in Abuja, only to realize that this was more, because down there they have all of the materials, the ingredients. Like they have the cow, they have the yaji, they have the steaks. So it's not that expensive like we buy in Abuja, but it was really nice. It was tasty. I started eating mine right from the car. Well, while heading back to the hotel, it was already sunset, and I couldn't wait to catch a glimpse of the sun as it was going down. It was so beautiful. It was so colorful, and I couldn't just wait, hold myself back. I took a picture of the sunset in Maiduguri. Did I mention that we switched accommodation the second time? The Iba Sports Center and Suites was a mini resort that had everything in there for work and leisure. The buildings were well structured. They had a gym which was well equipped. The media theater, oh my God, they had a media theater in the hotel. So if you can't watch anything in your room, you go to the media theater, like a cinema. You go there, you sit down. About 100-seater cinema. It was awesome. They also have places where you could, have quick meetings, board meetings, and all of that. It was really good. Then, I mentioned that it also had a sports center. So back at the hotel in the evening, we saw some guys come around to train. Like we yapped them that they were actually having training for Qatar. That was just fun. But the guys sat back to play football, and they had lots of fun there. We were just chilling out there, enjoying the breeze and the warm hospitality of the people. So, ladies, I made this video because I wanted to show everyone how blessed Nigeria is, and that sometimes our media do not really do justice to the good things that exist in this country, even in the highly acclaimed war-torn areas. I enjoyed my stay in Borno State, and I'm grateful to Yerwa Festives for being a good tour guide. They did an amazing job. They were there to make sure that I captured all the moments, and they were just there to take me to the right places I needed to be. So I got a title. I got a um, I got a chieftaincy title, perhaps that's the word to use, from a historian and a very friendly fellow, which we met at the program event. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Yana Didi Idang. I do hope you enjoyed this video. You may want to watch it again, share it widely for people who may want to know what happens in the northeast of Nigeria. It's not as bad as people make it sound. Yes, there may be some areas that face issues once in a while, but the state is so peaceful and the people there are so warm, and truly the town is so beautiful. Please make a trip to Borno State and you'll be happy that you did. Bye.